You're being trained to agree, and most of the time you don't even notice it. This video breaks down the 3 hidden methods that make you stay quiet, follow the room, and protect belonging over truth. How you're being trained to agree without noticing. You don't need to be threatened to obey. Most of the time, you're trained to agree with something long before anyone asks you to. By the end of this video, you'll recognize the 3 hidden training methods that push you to agree, stay quiet, and follow the room, even when you don't fully believe it. And once you see it, you'll spot it everywhere, at work, online, even in your own friendships. Because the cost isn't just being wrong. The cost is losing your voice in moments that matter. Salary conversations, relationship boundaries, group decisions, public opinions. And the scariest part is, you can feel independent while you're being steered. Here are the 3 training methods. 1. Reward and punishment. What gets applauded and what gets punished. 2. The silence signal. How the room teaches you what not to say. 3. The identity trap. How agreement becomes part of who you are. Here's the first method. The room rewards agreement. Not always with money. Sometimes it's smaller, but your brain treats it like survival. When you agree, you get smiles, approval, you get it energy, inclusion. When you disagree, you risk awkward silence, tension, being labeled difficult, being ignored next time. Now here's the subtle part. Nobody has to say, don't disagree. Your body learns it through outcomes. You say something that challenges the vibe and suddenly the energy shifts. Not aggressive, not dramatic, just colder. So next time, you soften it. Then next time, you stay quiet, and you don't call it fear. Call it reading the room. But what you're really doing is training yourself. Agreement equals safety, disagreement equals risk. Have you ever left a conversation thinking, I should have said something, but you didn't? That's not just personality, that's conditioning. And once your brain learns that disagreement costs you, it starts doing something even worse. It edits your thoughts before you speak. Second training method. Silence teaches you the rules. In groups, silence is powerful because it's ambiguous. You don't know if people disagree with you, or if they're judging you, or if they're waiting for you to stop talking. So your brain fills the gap with the safest assumption, I shouldn't push this. This is how the silence signal works. Someone makes a confident statement. Even if it's wrong, nobody challenges it. And the room unintentionally teaches everyone that idea is protected. Then someone raises a doubt. The room goes quiet, and the room unintentionally teaches everyone that doubt is unsafe. Over time, your mind learns which opinions are allowed. You stop testing ideas. You stop asking real questions. You start performing the version of yourself that fits. And here's the dark part. You don't notice it happening because it feels like maturity. It feels like being calm. It feels like being not dramatic. But it's not maturity. It's self-censorship. Here's the moment you can't unsee. A group doesn't need to tell you what to believe. It only needs to show you what happens when you disagree. But the strongest training method isn't silence. It's when agreement becomes your identity. Third method, identity. This one is dangerous because it doesn't feel like pressure. It feels like loyalty. Once you're known as a certain type of person, the chill one, the smart one, the respectful one, the team player, you start protecting that identity. So when a moment comes where you should push back, your brain whispers, don't ruin your image. Don't change how they see you. Don't risk the role you've earned. And that's how you get trapped. People aren't just agreeing to ideas, they're agreeing to stay who they are in the group. That's why you can watch people defend a bad decision they privately doubt, because admitting doubt would cost them their position. Not official position, social position. And once status is on the line, truth becomes negotiable. You think you're protecting peace, but often you're protecting belonging. And belonging is one of the strongest levers on human behavior. Toolkit, how to break the training, practical plus ethical. Here are 3 moves that break the conditioning without turning you into an enemy. 1. Use soft challenge language. Instead of, you're wrong, try, can we stress test that? What would we do if the opposite were true? What's the downside if we're mistaken? This lets you disagree without triggering defense. 2. Interrupt the silence signal. When the room goes quiet, don't retreat instantly. Say, I'm going to say this clearly because it matters. Or I'm not trying to be difficult, I'm trying to be accurate. You're teaching the room that doubt is allowed. 3. Separate identity from agreement. This is the big one. Remind yourself, disagreeing doesn't make you rude, it makes you honest. You are not the role you perform in the group, you are the person living the consequences. If staying quiet costs you later, is it still keeping the peace?